Did you know the soldier who pierced Jesus' side met a brutal end, but not because he helped crucify the Son of God? His name was Longinus, and what happened to him after the crucifixion is a story few know, yet one that speaks volumes about truth, redemption, and the cost of following Christ. This man went from Roman enforcer to Christian martyr because he refused to stay silent about what he saw when Jesus died and what happened 3 days later. Longinus was a Roman centurion, a career soldier in command of 100 men. He served under the brutal and disciplined Roman military machine, trained to obey orders, show no weakness, and suppress rebellion. Stationed in Judea, he was likely hardened by years of watching public executions and violent uprisings. To him, Jesus was just another so-called king causing trouble, and the crucifixion was just another job. But what he didn't know was that he stood on the edge of history and eternity. According to the Gospel of John, as Jesus hung lifeless on the cross, the soldiers came to break the legs of the condemned, to hasten their deaths. But when they came to Jesus, they found he was already dead. To be sure, one soldier thrust his spear into Jesus' side, and blood and water flowed out, John 19:34. That soldier was Longinus. This act fulfilled prophecy. They will look on the one they have pierced, Zechariah 12:10. But it was more than just confirmation of death. It became a symbol of cleansing, of the sacrificial love poured out for humanity. And for Longinus, it was the moment that would haunt him, and ultimately redeem him. The crucifixion wasn't an ordinary execution. It was marked by extraordinary signs. As Jesus died, darkness covered the land, the earth shook, and the temple curtain was torn in two. Many who witnessed it were terrified, including the Roman soldiers. According to Matthew 27:54, when the centurion and those with him saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." That centurion is widely believed to be Longinus. Imagine the turmoil in his heart. A man trained to crush rebellion now trembling in awe of a crucified king. That day on Golgotha broke something in Longinus, but it also awakened something. He couldn't ignore what he saw. The man he pierced wasn't just innocent. He was divine. Historical and church traditions say that Longinus was either blind or had poor vision, and that when Jesus' blood and water flowed from his side, it touched Longinus' eyes and healed him. He not only saw clearly with his eyes, but for the first time, saw clearly with his soul. He believed, he repented, and he gave up his former life. Longinus left military service and became a follower of Christ. While Scripture doesn't mention his life afterward, early Christian writings and traditions tell us he began to preach about Jesus, boldly declaring what he had witnessed at the crucifixion. He exposed the conspiracy of silence, how priests had bribed the guards to claim Jesus' body was stolen. Longinus couldn't lie. He spoke the truth. Jesus had risen. That truth put a target on his back. The religious leaders, furious at his testimony, demanded his silence. When persuasion failed, persecution followed. Longinus was arrested, tortured, and eventually beheaded for refusing to deny Christ. He died a martyr's death, once a soldier of Rome, now a soldier of the cross. His courage didn't go unremembered. The church later canonized Longinus as a saint. His relics are said to be housed in Rome, and his name is honored in both Eastern and Western Christian traditions. From executioner to martyr, his transformation is one of the most powerful in Christian history. Longinus' story is not just about violence or tragedy, it's about redemption. He was part of Jesus' death, yet became a witness to his resurrection. It reminds us that no one is beyond saving. Even those who've done terrible things, even those who were once enemies of Christ, can become his boldest followers. In Longinus, we see that truth has a cost, but also that it sets us free. His story calls us to courage, conviction, and above all, faith. The soldier who pierced Jesus began as a tool of Rome and ended as a testimony to grace. Longinus stood at the foot of the cross, touched the blood of Christ, and saw firsthand the darkness tremble. He believed what he saw. He paid the price. And in doing so, he left behind a legacy that challenges us even today. Will we stand for truth, no matter the cost? Will we believe, even when others do not? What do you think about Longinus' story? Had you heard it before? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss these powerful stories of faith, history, and redemption. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts on his incredible transformation, from soldier to saint. And if this story moved you, we invite you to watch our next video popping up on your screen.